Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day, where we continue with our recitation of Bara Maha in Rag Maj, composition of the fifth Nanak, Guru Arjan. And this recitation concerns the month of Asun, which corresponds to the period September 23 approximately to October 22. So it is the beginning of fall. Asun Prem Umaharah, kyun miliye har jaay, man tan pyas darsan ghani, koi aan milave maaye. संत सहाई प्रेम के हाउ तिन कै लागा पाए, विन प्रभ क्यों सुख पाइयै दूजी नाही जाए। जिन्ही चाखया प्रेम रस से तृपत रहे आघाए, आप त्याग बिनती करे लेहो प्रभु लड़ लाए। जो हर कंत मिलाया से विछड़ कते न जाए, प्रभु बिन दूजा को नहीं नानक हर सरनाए। असों सुखी वसंदया जिना माया खर राए। So in the month of Asun, corresponding to fall, it's the turn of the season, and the mind is filled with loving zeal, Prem Umaharah, and seeks the way to realize the self, Koi mile har jaye. And so the Guru says, Man tan pyas darsan ghani, koi aan milave maaye. My mind is filled with longing for the vision. I wish someone would help me realize the self. Koi aan milave maaye. So this is typical when the months are turning after a prolonged season of heat. When the weather cools a little bit, the mind is renewed and is full of zeal again. And this verse typically signifies that. And so where is that guidance going to come from? It comes from the Sant. Sant sahai prem ke haun tin ke laga pae. Well, the word Sant typically means pristine, elevated, perfected, and in its singular form is used for the enlightener, the Guru, and in its plural form it is used for the congregation of the perfected ones. So here, Sant Sahai Prem ke haun tin ke laga pae. I sit at the feet of the Sant, the enlightener, who is lovingly helpful, Sant Sahai Prem ke, without realization of the Prabh self. Vin Prabh, how is well-being and comfort even possible? Kyun sukh paaye? Vin Prabh, kyun sukh paiye? Duji nahi jaye. There is no other place to turn to. So the Guru is very clear that one has to seek out and enlighten a teacher, a Gur, who can show us the way within to the Gur within, who can connect us. And the state of those who get connected is the fact that they are then fulfilled. That's fulfillment. Jinhi chakhya prem ras. Those who have tasted the elixir of love. Love essentially is not emotional love or libidinal love, but love in Gurbani is an energy. It is an energy that glues, binds people together. And those who have tasted the elixir of love, because this is a game of love. Jin prem khilan ka chao, Guru Nanak says. Life is a game of love. So those who have tasted this essence, they are fulfilled. Say tripat. Tripat is fulfillment, extinguishing of desire. Not in the sense of having no desire, but this race after things. In other words, being in control. Think of it as being in control, rather than being a slave to desire. So they are tripat and rahe aghai. They remain satisfied. There is a sense of fulfillment, a sense of peace that comes over them. They are no longer in the rat race. Aap tyage binti kare, because what have they done? They have renounced the ego self, and they have pleaded. They have pleaded with the self. What have they said? Binti kare, leho prabhu ladalai, fasten my mind. Lad, literally scarf, or the edge of the robe, meaning teachings. Please bestow on me the teachings. Jo har kant milaya, se vichhad kate na jaye. And those who realize the har within, they are never separated and don't look elsewhere. Prabhu vin duja ko nahi, Nanak har sarnai. So in the end, Nanak concludes by saying that without wisdom, when Prabh here is the attribute of wisdom of the self. Without that wisdom, there is no other way. Duja ko nahi. So therefore, Nanak seeks the refuge of that wisdom, of that har self. Nanak har sarnai. So in the month of Asun, those soul wives to whom the sovereign har self has been gracious live harmoniously. Asun sukhi vasandeya, live harmoniously. Sukhi, we often translate this word to mean happiness, but actually sukh, dukh in Gurmat has a deeper connotation and is more nuanced. It really is the feeling of harmony with one's surroundings, or not having that feeling of harmony, which is dukh. So those on whom the sovereign self is gracious, in other words, those who have been bestowed with self-knowledge, they live in harmony with their surroundings. That mind is at peace, so it is in a state of its fullest potential. On that note, until the next time, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.